All right, Prison Cabinet 10,000 Cornwall, Israelite School UPK. What's the question? What is it to be a priest in the ISUPK? You know what I mean? Well, first and foremost is to understand the severity and the seriousness of taking the oath and a commitment to your people. You understand? Because when you understand the truth according to God, you understand that you have a duty, especially as a priest of God, to serve the people. You understand? And so like a day-to-day with me is going to be getting up, taking care of my family, my immediate family. When I say immediate, this is like my children, my ribs, stuff like that. But also taking care of my family that I'm responsible for. You understand? I got brothers calling me, sisters calling me, and their lives are in my hands. And why are they in my hands? Because I've been given that authority to watch over them. You understand? And really just ensure that things are moving in a way that the Lord is in the likeness of. And what do I mean by that? Making sure that they're doing things that are always in representation of the school. Making sure that they're living in accordance to how God has instructed us to live. Making sure that they're doing things how Christ prescribed in the Bible. And, it has its days, you know what I mean? But what gives me great fulfillment, you understand, as any brother that comes into this work, is seeing the change that comes into people, you understand, and seeing the families that get fixed. Because you take the outsiders, you know what I mean, because the truth is only here in the Israelite School of UPK, you understand, and you take these outsiders in these Christian churches or in these fake groups that believe they can do what we do, you understand, you see the separation of the real from the fake. And being here, man, it's a real serious thing. Like the generals, the captains above me, all the way down to the officers and troopers, you understand, we're all understanding that we are depending on one another to really persuade the Lord to bring us back to where we're supposed to be, which is in our state of heaven, which is us being in rulership, us being in authority, and us, doing the things that we should have always been doing from the beginning. So all of that goes into the mind of, being a priest, you understand, and really understanding the mission that needs to be completed. So being a priest in the Israelite School UPK is really taking that oath, understanding that you have a commitment to your people, and, really locking in and doing what Christ has prescribed until he returns. Shalom.